Good evening, my friends. Welcome back to yet another video here in my office. It's been a few weeks, and I know I say this all the time, but I have been busy as hell with my self-employment as a photographer and filmmaker. And because that is my daily bread, I have to prioritize a little bit. So when I'm busy doing the other thing, which is what really funds this whole thing, because even though we are 14,000 people now in this community, these YouTube videos don't make me a lot of money, really. So I'll need to prioritize what brings me the most money so I can keep feeding my kids. And that being said, I try to punch out as many videos as possible because I really enjoy this. On that note, if you want to support this channel, you can look up some of the merch down below. I've added some prints if you like to have some cool prints of sea trouts and brown trouts, stuff like that for your tying space, your office, whatever. I've added some prints for you guys down there. So if you want to support this channel, check it out. If you don't want to, it's totally fine as well. So today we're tying kind of a Magnus inspired fly with, I guess you could call it my take on it. You guys know me, I like UV resin a lot. So this is kind of a Magnus with a little bit of my own style mixed into it. So enough with the chit chat, let's jump down to my vise here and crank out this, I don't know, let's call it the glass Magnus. Let's crank that one out. Okay, so the hook in the vise here is the NS156 from Eric's Hooks. It's a size 6. It is a fairly big hook for a size 6, so keep that in mind when you're buying these hooks off the internet, because most of the stores are closed at the moment. So if you're buying your hooks on the internet, a size 4, you may be used to a size 4 is a good size for you. If you're buying the 156, scale it down to a size 6 because it is kind of equivalent to a size 4. At least that's what I think. So alright, so this fly will be fairly heavy with bead chain eyes. Now here's a little trick for you. I've just cut off some bead chain eyes here. If you place them on your thread like this and wrap a few turns around them, they will hang on the thread just like this, and you can get them onto your hook nice and easy like that, so you don't have to fiddle around with it too much. And then just crossing turns here to get them on. Remember to make a few wraps under the eyes like this, and then pull that thread a little bit. And what that will do, let me show that again here. Crossing turns like this, and then under the eyes a few times, and then pull your thread. And what that will do, it will pull these cross turns you made. It will pull them tighter together, so you don't need to put super glue on the eyes. You could, just to be on the safe side, but this way they are really tight in there, so that's what I like to do. Right, so for the tail I will be using this new, I don't know if it's new, but whiting is getting harder to come by as an effect of the damn plague as well. So I've bought myself this hackle here from Ewing. The packages look like this. Really, really nice feathers. Not that expensive, actually, which is also a good thing, if you ask me. So I want to pluck 2 out here for the tail, which we will be tying in, not gluing. You could do that. For the length, I want it to be just a tiny bit longer than the hook shank to get the proportions right. So one on that side. Trim this off. I'd have to turn the mark a little bit here so I can see what I'm doing. And I guess the trick when you're tying these in is to make a few loose wraps, because these feathers will twist when you're tying them in. Doesn't matter all that much, but I like my flies to look good in the box as well. So a few loose wraps just to get it on, and then just work it around a little bit until you're satisfied, and then advance your thread up the shank and then just tighten it down that way. It should work out just fine. Right, so I will be making a UV resin body here, but I want a little bit of bling in there. So I will be tying in some of this mylar tinsel here in the color opal. Just catch that on the side. Get the thread up here, and then just some touching turns. All the way up to the eyes. Secure that. And now this feather twisted on me. I should have glued it in. Right, so this will have to do for the sake of this video. You get the picture, I'm sure. Okay, so now to the, I guess you could call it the hardest part, building up a UV resin body here. So just get a small drop on. this. And I'm using this new one from Pro Sport Fisher, which is a really nice resin. It's a bit thinner than I'm used to, so I need to work a little faster with this. It is also pretty warm up here in my office, so that sometimes has an effect on UV resin. If you keep it in a warm place, it might be a little bit thinner. So cure that. Now, and then different kind of UV resin, also from Pro, is this resin with silver flakes in it, or in this case it is silver holographic flakes. They make these with copper and gold and green, whatnot, all sorts of colors. And there's the reason for this that I'm shaking it so much is there is 2 glass beads in here, which makes it really easy to shake this up a bit, because if it's standing a little bit too long, it might separate a little bit. So that's really some great thinking there from the guys over at Pro to put in 2 glass beads. This resin is looking so cool. I hope it shows in the video. And here you can see it is a little bit thinner than I'm used to. But that doesn't matter. Just have to learn how to get around that. Just pour on a little less. Build this up in stages. There we go. And always keep the fly moving in the vise. That, just a thin layer on top of this silver flake resin. Here we go. Cure that. So as you can see, I have kind of made a small teardrop shape here because this fly will be getting a front haggle, and I just think that this looks really nice underneath that haggle. So the way I like to choose my front haggles is to pluck out a feather, and I want these longest fibers. Just pluck this off. So the longest fibers here, I want them to be just as long as the hook shank, and that is looking good to me. So that's one trick to get the proportions right. Tie this on top here. all the way up to the eyes. Cut that off. Get some haggle pliers on here and then just start turning this. Here we go. I kind of think the first turn is always the hardest. Sometimes these feathers really don't play along that well, so for me it's always the first turn that's the hardest, and then the rest is just easy peasy. I think this is enough, so just tie that off here. See if I can. Nope. Didn't break. I thought I could pull off the tip there, but that's just a good sign. It's good quality. And then I want to fold all this back a little bit and make a few turns in front of that and force this collar of feathers to lie down a little bit. And now you can really see that UV bling body underneath that front haggle. I think it looks really, really cool. So it looks like a Magnus, but it's not a Magnus. But that's where I drew the inspiration from in this fly, because the Magnus is just a really great all-round fly, and I always keep a few in my own box, so this is really just a pimped out version of that one. Okay, so here is the finished glass Magnus. That's it for today, guys. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm. Leave some comments if there's anything I can do for you guys. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video.